Hello everybody and welcome to Season 3 of Round 1 of Panasonic Light Series here for the 2018 season. We have 32 cars strong for the season as we get set to go racing for the entirety of this 12-round schedule. Starting on pole for our first race is none other than the winner from last season, Vladimir Petrov. And to his outside, Kyle Schock Jr., who was a shocking signing to that 19 team for FRT after after his last season with the lowest team one of the worst teams on the grid that eventually closed. In the next row is his former teammate from last season, Milorad Ryback, and to the outside is Peter Onjak signing because out of nowhere Michael Kennedy announced that he was going to move on to other things, and that's what left the vacancy. Then we have Tim Randolph, who was in the Yoshima car and got a win last season for that team and their first. Now he hopes to repeat the feat multiple times this season in a potential championship run with Ditech Motorsports. To the outside is Audra Baranowskis returning to that same team, but it's different because there has been an ownership change. Not much has been cleaned out, but it is no longer Jägermeister. Despite Jägermeister still sponsoring the cars, it is now going to be Bavarian Race Sport as BMW has taken more control of that team. On the next row, we have Elijah Innes in the Haas 20 car, looking to make his debut today. And then to his outside, we have the Texan of Tristan Wilhoit in the Arctic Cat 36, their debut as a sponsor in the series. In the next row, we have Yuki Tamura from Japan, bringing along some festival. Wonder Festival sponsoring with her, and to the outside of her will be the number 55 of Stephen Thompson. It's been a good season for that team so far, with Tyler Thaber coming second and Roger Ray winning at Pensacola. Now can Stephen Thompson close out this season, as he was Roger Ray and Tyler Thaber's teammates and this is Tyler Thaber's team. In the next row we have Maestro Maldonado, a Hungarian Formula driver who is very aggressive, and I think he got his FIA license. He got a good number of FIA license points if I remember correctly. But he's here. And to his outside, we have Sean Ard in the 18 NOS car. This will be his last run at this series' title before moving on to bigger and better things in the Sunoco Elite Series. And by bigger and better, I'm not sure if that's true. It's just that he's going to Fitzwire Australia Racing. Then, in the next row, we have New Age Racing, or Motorsports. I do believe it's New Age Motorsports. Correct me if I'm wrong. With Matthew Blackley making his debut, and to the outside is Grace Takayama in the 45 car. She was a perfect fit for this car, and now it is to be noted that Bavarian has another lockout of females for their team. Next row we have Chris Louviere, who won a race last season in Gravis City, of all places. He's a speedway racer, and yet he managed to win on a road course. And to his outside is someone a part of a team that was thrown together last minute, RFJ Motorsports with Ricky Freeman Jr. in the 30 Target car. In the next row we have the 85 of Derek Hamill making his debut for the series, and to his outside is not Ali Nelson but Jack Bignacco making his return to the Panasonic Light Series. In the next row we have Michael Kennedy making his debut after it was scheduled to replace Paul Sinclair, but that was not allowed. And to his outside, we have the Mark Nutt 66 car, who looks to be making another solid season. Gatlin prepared to go for the entire season. This is his first season in the series. To the outside, we have Allie Nelson in a Toyota rather than a Honda, reverting to the Nemesis. But Toyota looks to be getting out of this series maybe in a few years. But a manufacturer that's looking to get into this again is the Volkswagen Group with their brand Pontiac. Pontiac has come in with backing, with their main team being Dow DuPont Racing, because that's their only team right now, is Dow DuPont, with Dan Luisen leading the way for that team. And to the outside is the man that almost single-handedly destroyed Savasport, my apologies. It is Bobby Jones, the man who needs no introduction for his overaggression. Hopefully the number change will mean a change in the driver mentality. In the next row, we have Hunter Milk in the 26 Denso car making his debut, and Priya McShane returning to that 42 car with new sponsorship from Net Zero. Net Zero will be the title sponsor of that car, while Ineos will be taking more of a back seat. Next, we have Sebastian Kukulon in the 12 Procore Ford. And to his outside is Avril Mead from Canada, who is also making his debut. Kukulon is not. He raced in La Colina last season, but this is his oval debut. In the next row, in the second to last row, we have Brian Anders in the 37 Wood One car making his debut for Hirachi Racing Technologies. And to his outside is Sebastian Morandi returning to that 28 Honda Wilson security car. In the next row and the final row, we have the Zero of Carter Friesen making his debut, and to the outside is someone else making his debut, and that is Jeremiah Dwayne. Jeremiah Dwayne was that last minute driver who they somehow got big money for with sponsorship. And so now I'm not sure how RFJ is going to do this season, but I don't know. So anyways, this race will be 30 laps as we will get set to go green right about now, and this will be the least subtle cut you will ever witness in your life. The field is we're green flag here in Pensacola for the first round of the season. And Vladimir Petrov will immediately lead us down into turn number 1 in 4th gear. We make sure that nobody else is off in the back, and no one is. So right now is Vladimir Petrov leading off at turn number 2. Here we come down to turn number 3. It's going to be Tim Randolph taking this lead. It is now Tim Randolph and Elijah Ennis. This is something that we're going to see a lot. It's the rank A cars trying to drag around rank C's and rank D's trying to get a barrier. But here comes the 30 car of Ricky Freeman Jr. to the inside, already looking for a lead of some sort. We look at the back to see if anyone's fallen off the draft. Nobody has fallen off the draft so far. As we now go down the backstretch, Elijah Ennis has control of this lead race right now. Oh, it sounds like we have cars on the wall. That is the 71 and 18 of Sean Ard and Vladimir Petrov. Cars on the apron trying to avoid a wreck. I think they'll be able to merge on safely, somewhat safely anyways. There will be no caution for that at the moment. Oh, that was like 3 cars on the track, but we'll have to look over there for debris in case there is some over there. Here we come, 3 and 4 wide down the first 2 corners. I do believe we are discussing. I'm hearing the ISCRO officials discussing that there may be a debris yellow, and that might be the good thing. That might be the right thing to do. So right now it is Gatlin Downey leading this race after 3 laps. Oh, they're 5 wide. They're 5 wide. We might not need a debris caution after a few moments here. We are 5 wide. 5 wide. 5 wide. I didn't even think you could fit 4 cars. We're just waiting for the wreck right now. At this point, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of who and where in the pack it's going to happen. Priya McShane looking for the lead right now. But it is too much horsepower on the outside of her to even try to get the lead. Gatlin Downey is going to retain that lead. As there are cars off the pace trying to go and get their cars repaired, and I do believe there will be debris. There is a debris yellow coming out. Of course, we didn't even need one because there was a wreck in turn 3 involving Carter Friesen. This 19 of your your outside pole sitter. Oh, hard crash by Sean Ard as well. That is definitely taking out Carter Friesen and Sean Ard. We didn't even need a debris yellow even though it had just come out. It just came out and then they wreck coming back to the yellow. We're gonna see what happened with both incidents right now. So what happened is that Sean Ard, Vince Friese's supposed son, had made a mismeasurement to cause this first wreck. And not even a wreck, just an incident between 4 cars. And it was between Hamill, and it was between really Ard and Hamill. And then Ryback and Petrov were just innocent bystanders. Debris did get on the track, but that was not cause of the wreck that happened down there. The debris was out of the way. But they saw they were getting so many cars wide and they didn't know if they were going to go that many, if they were going to need to throw a caution. And when they did throw the yellow, the wreck happened. So we're going to go take a look at how that wreck happened. And honestly, Audra Baranowskis made the same error as the one before her, the wreck before her, where she thought she had enough room to go up a bit more and didn't, and oh man, you can't get more lucky than that. That is not the way this first race was supposed to start out, but it is how it's going to start out. What a tough break though. I thought this was going to be a pretty good start to the season, but we already got a wreck here on lap 6. Welcome to the Panasonic Light Series. We don't usually have races like this. Gallon Downey just grenaded the motor. He just lost it on the pace laps. Gallon Downey has lost an engine, and he was dominating because he was out front, had the most experience on a super speedway out of anyone in the upper series, and now he's going to blow up while he's leading and basically leading this pack around. Nobody can challenge him, and now the 61 Toyota is blowing up, and you gotta wonder if Toyota pulling out of SCS really dropped down or degraded their reliability down here. That's a tough break by Gatlin Downey. I was just about to talk about the cars that just gotten into the accident and made it out of there unscathed, somewhat unscathed, like Kyle Shock Jr.'s parrot. But this is coming back to the green, and Gatlin Downey has grenaded the motor. What a tough break for the 61 team. With Gatlin Downey now out of the race, Priya McShane leads them down to the green flag with a rank A card on her inside, and of course she doesn't get a good start compared to that rank A, but she's gonna pull down in front of it anyways. Priya McShane to the lead. We have 21 laps to go in this race already. It has been quite the wild one, and I've got to wonder if the 1935 and 37 can hold on to the pace. 19's already showing that he can't. And that is unfortunate for Kyle Shock Jr., but at least he's gathering points. Same goes for the 35 and 37. Not sure about the 04. Man, this has just been a chaotic one. It looks like it's going to even get even more chaotic because they're still going 3 wide because of the 71. Now, it is the 31, is the 13 versus the 52 and the 55. The 13 bleeding the outside line around. Peter on Jack on the outside. Jeremiah Dwayne on the inside with Stephen Thompson from the Sunoco Elite Series. The Roger Ray won last night, and now it looks like it could be Stephen Thompson battling for the lead, bound for a win here. What that would be for what a weekend this would be for Tyler Thaber if he could do such a thing, if he could have such a thing. But first, he needs to get through Jeremiah Dwayne and Peter Onjak if he wants a shot. Bobby Jones is coming up through the pack as we now look to see if there are cars on the lead lap. If the 04 is going to stay on the lead lap, he at least is by Ricky Freeman Jr. But Stephen Thompson is pushing Jeremiah Dwayne. Jeremiah Dwayne getting a bit more of a run because Priya McShane has been dislodged from his bumper. Jeremiah Dwayne now has more of an advantage. Bobby Jones, the more aggressive of the two Saba Sport drivers. Now to the inside of Stephen Thompson. Bobby Jones now looking for a lead. He's trying to show that he's improved from last season. Bobby Jones to the inside, to second place. He's now going to try to get in front of his teammate to see if he can get anything going with Stephen Thompson. Hunter Milk. Allie Nelson's going to take it 4 wide. Allie Nelson taking it 4 wide. The 89, 52 going side by side. Jeremiah Dwayne to the gets taken to the inside by the 89. That'll be Bobby Jones trying to take the lead. And it'll be Bobby Jones barely leading the lap. We are approaching the halfway point. Chris Louviere trying to get to the back bumper of the 89. Trying to see if he can get anything going for that inside line, but now he's going to abandon the 89. As they're getting 4 wide again, they're really risking it right now. Avril Mead, not someone we've talked about all race really, is up here, and 04 honestly is just collecting points right now and hoping for a wreck. Chris Louviere really defending up here. He's got 4 lines to defend right now because of regression. Jack Benyako to the back bumper of the 98. Can the 93 and 98 work together? It looks like Jack Benyako is willing to do so. But for how long? The 98 and 93 pushing away, and the answer is just down the backstretch. He's going to abandon the 98, go with Ricky Freeman Jr. and take this lead and try to take this lead. Tim Randolph's been a quiet name all race as we hit the halfway point in the race. I just want to make sure that Kyle Schock Jr. is nowhere near the leaders, and he's not. So that is good. Jack Benyako continues to lead this race. Sebastian Kukulon and Stephen Thompson now have some drafting momentum, if you will. Jack Benyako trying to block all 3 lanes. He can't do it all right now. He's showing that he can do it all right now. Benyako trying to weave between the lanes. Back and forth, trying to block. He won't be able to block Kukulon, but I don't think Kukulon's going to be seeing the 29 coming. 29's not going to wait for him. That's Tim Randolph. Tim Randolph's won a race before in the Panasonic lights. Randolph looking to the inside, but he can't do anything because Allie Nelson takes him to the inside. And now it becomes an indecision moment for him, for the 29, and he wisely can't make a move. Doesn't make a move because he can't. Now Allie Nelson trying to go to the inside and trying to take the lead. Yuki Tamura now is not going to allow that dirt. She's not going to push the 77, but the 77 gets a tow from the 12. The 12 trying to block everywhere he can. Sebastian Kukulon. How long can he block? Kukulon raced for the Pontiac team last season. Now he's trying to get his first win with New Age. It was an experimental team that he drove for last season. Allie Nelson is going to go to his inside with Elijah Innes. And Innes right there with her. Sebastian Kukulon has Tristan Wilhoit. But it looks like Innes is not going to push with Allie Nelson. That might help Kukulon, but it will hurt Tristan Wilhoit. Wilhoit's not going to be able to get by because Kukulon immediately goes to the inside to try to block Peter Onjak and Elijah Innes, and I honestly don't blame him. His teammate's almost here as well. Rank D team. This team has not even made a start before. I think this team was built on the ashes of Shane Autosport. I do believe they did hire a lot of the staff and crew from that team, Peter Onjak up to the back bumper of Sebastian Kukulon now. What can Peter Onjak do? Can Kukulon hold on? Kukulon's got a breakaway with Peter Onjak right now. Peter Onjak finally makes the move. He's going to have Maestro Maldonado go with him. Maldonado now dethroning the 12 car along with his teammate. I guess disregard that. So 04 is still hanging on by a thread. Still trying to get just something, hoping for something to happen. And they are gaining rapidly on the next lap, on the slow car of the 19. That's something that Ryback is hoping for. Could be that. He has been gaining ever so slightly. Jeremiah Dwayne and Jack Vignacco are going to take Peter Onjak 3 wide. New leader Jeremiah Dwayne. Hunter Milk and Grace Takayama are up here as well. Hunter Milk is in the car that Takayama used to drive. And speaking of Tamura, there she is right there in the pink car on the inside of Tristan Wilhoit. These 3 cars of Takayama, Hunter Milk, and Jeremiah Dwayne try to at least break away and keep up here for now, keep this under control, but they cannot really agree on a certain thing. Jeremiah Dwayne's going to continue leading this track, but I don't know for how long. His teammates up here right now as well. The 30 car, that is Ricky Freeman Jr. Freeman trying to make something happen, but he's being very aggressive about it, blocking Bobby Jones however he can. Ricky Freeman Jr. is not going to even allow his teammate to get in front of him. New leader for the moment, the 30 car of Ricky Freeman Jr., though I don't think that'll last too long because Bobby Jones is an aggressive driver himself. We've seen that before, Bobby Jones being aggressive. Oh, we go 4 wide into turn number 1. That almost did not end well. Chris Louvier is going to try to take it 3 wide, I think, for the lead. But right now, Bobby Jones has taken the lead from the 30 car of Ricky Freeman Jr. And immediately he gets dumped by Chris Louvier. Chris Louvier trying to take the lead for himself. Tim Randolph being taken 4 wide by one of the new age cars. That is Matthew Blackley. Matthew Blackley in number 7. Now looking for something. Kyle Schock Jr. is now coming into frame. A bit too soon for Ryback to really do anything too big. But this could be a pivotal point for the race. Kyle Schock Jr. lap 24. Remember that. Oh! And also remember lap 24 is the lap that the 77's engine blew up. That is Allie Nelson. She had been complaining about something rattling all race long. And that something finally let go. So who is going to get fucked over? I'm sorry, I'm going to get demonetized now. Who's going to get screwed over by the 19 being slow? I don't know if anyone will now because of Allie Nelson blowing up at the exact same time. That's the second Toyota engine that has blown up. They've got to check something with those Toyotas. There is not something right with that. The 2 losers for Kyle Schock Jr. were Dan Luisen and Chris Louvier, but they at least still have the draft. And there it is, the cause of Allie Nelson dropping out the piston. And Ricky Freeman Jr. leading them around. Well, on the inside, he's leading them around. He doesn't have the straight line speed that the 89 has, and so therefore, the 89 is technically your leader, despite anything that, despite the line that the 30 has over the 89, or the drafting partner. Because that is essentially what you get when you put a wine cork on a shotgun. Is you're just holding up everything that's supposed to come out. Oh, Ricky Freeman really getting aggressive now with his blocks, because he did now take over the lead because of Peter Onjak. And he is blocking really aggressively, Ricky Freeman is. And oh, he almost caused a wreck. And he's driving very erratically right now. But it's a plate race, so you can't really punish him for doing that. They're 5 wide. That ain't gonna fly, but it flies anyways because it's fucking Pensacola. So now here we come. Off of the third corner, we're going to come to 3 laps to go here in Pensacola, and it'll be Ricky Freeman Jr. leading right now. RFJ Motorsports holding the top 2 spots because they also are holding up the 2 lanes, and this might be a good strategy by that team. But I don't know how long people are gonna hang on to this. They also have the cars in the right places. They have Tamura on the inside line and Onjak on the outside line. The outside line tends to be harder to pass than the inside line. And guess what? Onjak's in the rank A car. But that's not going to last for long, because here comes Chris Louviere with an extremely aggressive move. Now, Chris Louviere trying to take the lead from Jeremiah Dwayne. He's just trying to maintain his line right now. Louviere's going to try to take the lead, though. I can sense it. He's just got too much horsepower to not try it. And there it is. Chris Louviere is has pushed the 51 to get in front of the 30 as a ploy to go to the inside of the 52. That almost didn't work because they didn't have enough cars on the inside. But now he has the issue of Grace Takayama, but his teammates also is there as we come down to the white flag. Last lap for the race. Chris Louviere has the clear lead right now. He's got to go down to the inside with his teammate of Tristan Wilhoit. Tristan Wilhoit blocking Bobby Jones. Here we come down out of turn number 2. Do we have any more lap cars? We do not have any more lap cars. Unless someone comes out of the pits. Chris Louviere trying to get all he can off of Jeremiah Dwayne. He's trying to pull his teammate as well. Chris Louviere trying to start this year off with a bang. It's going to come down to the wire though. I think he has it. Jeremiah Dwayne's not got enough push. Now all he's got to worry about is his teammate Tristan Wilhoit. Wilhoit's going to have the same opportunity as his teammate to make a move, but Tristan Wilhoit does not. And it's going to be Chris Louviere taking the win here in Pensacola for the first round of the 3rd season of Panasonic Lights. What a race! It's going to be Jeremiah Dwayne coming second in RFJ Motorsports' second race. Not even second race, first race of the season and ever. Then we have Tristan Wilhoit taking a 3rd place. This is an amazing start for Nexus Motorsports. This is way miles better than last season. What a win by Chris Louviere to get it done in his first race of the season. That's gotta bring some momentum for the Nexus Motorsports crew. I do believe they're one of the few Dodge teams remaining, if not the only. They are the only Dodge team remaining. Ryback managed to pull together a 21st place after getting involved in an accident of his own doing, not of his own doing. What a win by Chris Louviere. It is then going to be the 52 of Jeremiah Dwayne. I'm going to just go down the order while Blackley and Luisen go down the track. Tristan Wilhoit will take 3rd place. 4th place goes to Grace Takioma. 5th to Bobby Jones. 6th to Dan Luisen. Great showing for Dan Luisen. 7th goes to Sebastian Morandi. 8th goes to the number 7 of Matthew Blackley. Number P9 goes to Jack Bignacco. 10th goes to Stephen Thompson. 11th goes to the 20 car of Elijah Innes. 12th goes to Tim Randolph. 13th goes to Priya McShane. 14th goes to Avril Mead. Pretty good showing for the McShane team. 15th goes to Sebastian Kugelon, who led a good number of laps during this race. 16th goes to Yuki Tamura. 17th goes to Maestro Molinero. Alright, there we go. 18th goes to Ricky Freeman Jr. after leading on some of the few last lap and blocking up the lanes in a smart strategy maneuver that didn't pan out. Hunter Milk will finish 19th. 20th goes to Peter Ronjak in his debut start in a rank 18, may I mind you. Milo Rad Ryback in 21st. 22nd goes to Audra Baranowskis. 23rd goes to the 37 of Brian Anders, who got involved in that wreck earlier that effectively took out the 19 of Kyle Shock Jr. from competitive contention, and also took out Vladimir Petrov from competitive. From competition effectively. Then we have the drivers that actually were out. It will be Allie Nelson out with a piston, and Gatlin Downey's engine decided to implode on itself. The 66 car of Mark Nutt retired because of the wreck. The 15 car of Michael Kennedy retired because of the wreck. The 30 of Derek the 85 of Derek Hamill. If I said some other number, sorry. The 85 of Derek Hamill also retired because of a wreck. The 31st position goes to Sean Arg, sadly, who's out because of an accident as well. Then Carter Friesen finishing last in his first season. It's almost like that number is cursed. Anyways, we will see you next season. Oh my god, I'm still trying. I'm still in La Colina mode. for my outros. So we'll see you next race. For us here, we will not be anywhere near the SES race. We will be in Pittsburgh the next time you see us. So long for now.